one or two moments, but in the main, pretty much the best of order.
61.
As they take a collective pause. It's nice the way it just fluctuates. It ebbs and flows nicely, this crowd as well. Lends itself to a good atmosphere and a nice application of tension as well. 140 there for Shindy makes things interesting for De Decker here.
99.
Oh, that's a good last start.
126.
That could well be a double 16 combination finish for De Decker if he gets a look. Sixes for Martin. Brilliant. Now it's happening again. Slower start, now he's back in the match. Well, he had a good day yesterday, didn't he, Mike? First ton plus average in a Belgian European Tour event, and he said to Philip Brzezinski afterwards, I'm not even sure my kit's right yet. You can see that really long barrel, really short stem. It's a peculiar weighting that he uses, but it works for him.
Mike require 146.
Well, he was used to hitting this at the start of legs at the World Grand Prix, the double 16 first. Unfortunately, he is not getting a look at double 16 at that visit.
Must require 106.
Yeah, and chance here for Shindy just to develop this momentum that he's got so far. 54 for 32. Yeah, stayed where he was. Did think about it maybe momentarily. Double six again though, having just hit double six. If he gets the chance. But he won't get the chance, he won't get the opportunity. Shindy would have been confident of landing that one, but he doesn't get the chance, and De Decker back in front at 3-2. That experience, these Sundays, the final day of action on a Euro Tour, it's a long day. 4 matches have to be negotiated. 3 of them in the midst of one session alone.
Look how narrow that stance is for De Decker. Just goes to show how much stability he's got on that right side.
Yeah, good call.
About as narrow as Dimitri, but he's actually leaning over a little bit. Great technique from Martin as usual.
96.
But what a leg this is.
Yeah, this is going places, this one. De Decker first to the plate on 54. And that is an 11-darter, back-to-back 11-darters. And what a response that is as well. De Decker will get down to a finish first now on the Schindler throw.
140.
And it's very manageable indeed. 70 points away from a place in the quarterfinals for the World Grand Prix champion.
98. Mike requires 70.
To bring this crowd off their chairs and to bring the decibels up.
Just about. But it is 38 down and it is 32 to go. Mike De Decker on his old friend once again, 54. And he's just inside the wire. One match start comes and goes.
100.
Tops. Can't find the first.
60. Mike requires 60.
For a second consecutive 3-figure average in front of his own fans. For the quarterfinals. Mike De Decker's there.
And the match. Mike De Decker.
You can see how much he wants it. Schindler will not add to his 2 European Tour titles just yet. He'll have to wait for a chance in Göttingen in 2 weeks. But De Decker still dreams of a home win in front of these lot. Damon's only played 6 legs on the stage in this tournament. 6 perfect darts.
140.
These fans have to settle for 5. A lot of people I've spoken to this morning, Dan, think there's going to be a 9-darter today.
140.
But we just get the buzz about this place on a Sunday. We expect incredible things.
This is an incredible start.
127.
Gerwyn Price dragging his tournament average up to 115.5.
59.
Just goes to show when he's on it, he is quite amazing. That's an 11 darter, and that's the third 11 darter we've had today already. Hasn't paid off.
Yeah, conscious gamble though, wasn't it? I don't think that's a counting error. He's just seen the two markers and thought, I'll stay there.
99.
Rather than go to the 25-hole ball, which would have got him to a finish.
Well, he's thinking 1-3-3 twice now till he tops.
80.
We saw plenty of those yesterday for Clayton and for Price.
Two tops. Well, it's not going to go down in the book as a missed double.
93.
But it is the first dart at doubles that he has missed.
Damon gets 16s.
77.
I think he already understands that he may have needed that right there, because he's already 3-0 down.
Price.
Felt like the celebration started before that dart landed.
Game on.
The adrenaline pumps in the first couple of legs, and you've got to try and keep it up if you're that kind of player. But sometimes when things do settle down after 4 or 5 legs, you've got to play placid. So a 140 checkout yesterday from James Wade. Heta could do with one.
Flyer there. He can thread one between, he'll leave himself on top.
100.
Got the next best prize, but he's relying on misses from the Iceman.
Oh no. When he's on form, double 12 is inevitable. The number 6 seed.
Number 6 seed. World number 5 right now, Jonny Clayton.
140.
I'll tell you what, Gerwyn Price is playing like not just a Welsh number 1, the world number 1. This is a superb game after a mind-bogglingly good one yesterday.
85.
He might be about to book his place in the quarterfinals here in Weezer with a tournament average of more than 108. Oh, double 19. Oh, he's gone next door again.
Everybody loves a double in darts, but not a double Goldilocks. Tops. There it is, right in the middle.
Damon Heta.
Heta is still alive. The fire is still burning against the Iceman.
But he does have these extraordinarily high standards for himself, Gerwyn Price.
That reminds me of my favourite Ritchie saying. You probably know this one, Dan.
I do, yeah.
121.
Came off a board, went to his table, he said, I just lost 6-3, I should have won 9-0.
138.
Heta continues to battle.
143.
But can the Iceman bring an end to the Heats campaign? Double 16 will do it for a 143. It is a beauty to bring it to a close. Gerwyn Price, he missed 4 for the match. It could have been 6-1, it could have been 6-2. It does finish 6-3. Another ton-plus average, not quite the stratospheric height he hit yesterday, but our opening quarter-final has been set up. The Iceman will take on the sole remaining Belgian, Mike De Decker, as 2 former Grand Prix champions collide for a spot in the semis tonight.
And he's already bettered his performance that he put in last year here as well. He was seeded for this tournament last year, but he went out early against Jermaine Wassermainer. Now, Campbell again has got himself in position, but if Smith can recover from that first start and again post something respectable, doesn't like that second dart one bit, then we could have a similar outcome once again.
58.
And that might well be in the back of Matt Campbell's mind, because he may well feel Smith is still lurking with intent here. Treble 17 for the bullseye. Great response from Matt Campbell. And you just feel he needed that as well. Yeah, and in the first 2 legs, Ross Smith got away with it, but I don't think he can keep relying on getting away with it.
You also don't think he's going to carry on scoring like this, do you?
No, you sense, well, I mean, you sense there is another gear to find, certainly, for Ross Smith, whether he finds it or not.
434.
recent history suggests he will. But in a first to 6 race, you haven't got that long.
43.
And there we see again, only 43 scored, and Campbell has all the time in the world here. Double 14 for an 11-darter. What a great couple of legs that was. I mean, actually, when you look at it, Campbell could be at least 3-1 up here.
Well, look, he's won the last 2 legs without any bother.
96.
The leg before that, he missed darts to win, and the leg before that, he should have got a dart to win, but he missed a big number. It's taken him longer than he would have liked, but you're right, that's the one he's after.
140.
He nailed on to pick up at least 1 more treble. All of a sudden, he's on 81 after 9, whereas earlier in the match, he was on about 280 after 9.
Ross require 81.
Yeah, Ross Smith is on the verge of his best leg of the match. Campbell's already posted an 11-darter. Ross Smith won't post 11 here, but 12 will do. So, 18s.
63.
Well, he took a calculated risk there, Ross Smith. This is gettable. More gettable now. How about this from Matt Campbell for a 148? Oh, what a shot, Matt Campbell. Ross Smith eschewed the bullseye route in that previous visit because he thought 148, there's not much chance Matt Campbell's going to take that. Now, it didn't matter anyway, he got a dart at the outer ring. But Matt Campbell showed him just how dangerous a game that could have been. Ross Smith's going to get to something, though. Could be 81. Straight down the middle.
140. Might require 167.
Well, again, another leg that is in the balance, but another leg that Ross Smith will feel as though is there for the taking.
59. Ross require 121.
Gets the treble 17 for a shot at the bullseye. Ross Smith with a moment of magic. And what a devastating piece of timing that was as well.
If he hadn't, this could have been over. But when he wasn't playing well, he found a way to nick a couple of legs. And then when he did start playing well, he's put himself in a position to win the game. And he's going to have another crack at winning the match when he returns. Yeah, and it's that ability to nick legs, as you say, when you are up against it, that often separates the champions from those who aren't.
60. Ross require 125.
Chance presents itself once again. Take 2 here for Ross Smith. And there's the 25. There's the 60. Match start number 4 for Ross Smith at double 20. And what a way to round it off. That was a really stylish response by Ross Smith after a sluggish start in what was a really good encounter as well. Bunting can make his move here.
That's an interesting switch. This number of 128, we talk about it quite often, that it's trickier than some finishes around that number.
159.
If you get a treble, you need another one. But a 127 or a 126, something like that, you don't. He gets the treble. And the next one. And takes a 1-0 lead. Following in the footsteps of the previous game, we are at it again with 3-figure checkouts.
At the time, there was no ranking money for that then. There is now. The new revamped World Masters, which has been a great amendment, I think, to the early stage of the calendar.
Now, he's at a 12, he's at a 14. We're looking for a single-digit leg. Not going to get it, but he refocuses now, looking to get potentially a 4-visit leg.
59.
Now, I think just a slight segue away from this leg, one of the best achievements I've ever seen in PDC darts is Stephen Bunting getting to world number 5 without the ranking victory in the 2-year cycle. It is just extraordinary.
Yeah, it just shows you how he's been so effective at just being consistent in the floor events as well.
62. They only require 95.
Yeah, the bread and butter has really just kept him going. Daryl Gurney all of a sudden is in position here to nick this one, because Bunting was on course for a 9-darter not so long ago, but he's flagged a little bit in the closing stages.
55. Sydney required 20.
Super Chin is starting to drop. And now Bunting on 10s again, like he was in leg 1.
Cash on the third leg.
Different department, but the same result.
421.
Again, Bunting there, darts 2 and 3, absolutely perfect after a high first start. He just, the recovery and the process that he goes through.
180.
That makes things a little bit lively. And Bunting for a 4-0 lead, looking at 81st. Another one of those. Doesn't like where it's landed, so he's had to step over to the left-hand side. But it matters not. It didn't matter about that second dart. It proved to be just a minor inconvenience, because he found a way through quite easily in the end.
In this event, and they're still to come. The defending champion is next. And it could be an all-champion quarter if Littler and Chisnall win. But Daryl is making sure that this game is still alive.
Yeah, well, what he's doing is he's saying, I'm not going to hand this over. Bunting, if you want to win it, you're going to have to
94.
serve it out yourself.
24.
And, you know, who knows where it might lead. But here we go, double 12. Bunting looking for the big fish if he returns, but he won't.
On the 7th leg, Daryl good. 8 leg, Steve.
I'm not saying he doesn't like Prague, the city. He just didn't like that hot tournament.
Yeah, it was like a sauna that weekend. By all accounts, I wasn't there, but I heard plenty of first-hand evidence from those who were.
36.
Anyway, Daryl Gurney has been feeling the heat in this one, and it might be about to end for him. 136 here for Bunting. Not going to happen here and now.
96.
But he's closing in, and he may well finish things off with a 13-darter. Not the best leg of the match. That honour goes to the first leg, where Bunting really set the tone with the 12.
63.
This really has been a fabulous performance. So professional. Is it a winning performance?
Yes,
of course it is. Bunting again beats Daryl Gurney on the European Tour stage. We have another 3-figure average. His doubles were 6 from 11, pretty much doing to Super Chin what he's done to Thibaut Tricol and Danny Nobbert the last couple of days. It's all friendly at the end of a Bunting game. That's nice to see. And the Bullet will be back later to take on the former European champion, Ross Smith.
No, don't do that, Luke. Do it the conventional way. That's not happened. And he's made it work for him.
Luke require 170.
We'll come back to that. Woodhouse has already got one of these yesterday. As long as he takes it in 2 visits, it'll be job done.
57.
But he's already starting to look a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, hasn't managed to get a shot at doubles yet.
126. Luke require 113.
Makes this even harder. Single 13. Double top. First ton plus finish of the game. Luke Woodhouse's 5th ton plus finish of the weekend. And in pairs play, there is an emphasis on trying to leave your partner handy and stuff he wants. That could change how Luke Little plays the game. But look at this. If you can hit anything, doesn't matter what you do. He's on a 10-darter here.
I love the use of the treble 12 there.
140. Luke require 40.
He's in the mood today. That's about as hacked off as he's looked in this match.
.95. Luke required 10. Game shot on the 4th leg.
He's not hacked off anymore. It's 3-1.
5th leg, it's Luke Woodhouse to throw first.
Maybe doing a Stuart Kellett and taking them out of the fridge.
Yes.
Or an Alan Norris, where they're a different shade. Dart players are funny creatures.
But ultimately, Luke Woodhouse has got a chance to break the Littler throw here.
88. Luke Rakai, 156.
There's only one way to get this. And on shots like that, his creativity
56.
has to come from the textbook.
Luke Rakai, 36.
This for a break and a level game, and we'll be at least halfway through the match, and Luke Woodhouse will know that holes of throw are enough. This is only the second time he's played Littler. He actually played him in Littler's first ever Pro Tour event.
Constantly focused on your score in the leg. You don't think about the score in the match. But if you do once, possibly twice, you think, yeah, this is fun. We're enjoying this one.
Well, this is a blitz from Littler, the 11-dart hole. He's on for a potential 12-dart break. Woodhouse doing everything he can.
140. Luke Rakai, 127.
An extra 60 points would have made such a difference for Luke Woodhouse in this leg. But this for 5-4. Littler misses the ball again.
Luke Rakai, 156.
And it's Woody's turn on a 156. Littler has struggled a little bit on 10s in this match. Not anymore. He takes the lead with a break of throw. Timing this really, really well. That's different.
You'd have to set it in the hand.
In doing dart 3 is a different level.
58.
Well, look at that. Luke Woodhouse. You reckon he was enjoying it a minute ago? I'm not sure he is now, because he hasn't been able to summon up enough
140
to stop this barrage from Littler. Played well in this game, Woodhouse. It's just he's been overpowered by Littler at times.
121. Luke Rakai, 85.
Is it tops for the match? It is. It's 10s for the win. And the defending champion is still alive in this tournament, has still not lost in this building. Incredible stuff from the nuke to the end. 40 darts in the last 3 legs to get the victory when he was behind. He has been tested, but he is through to the quarterfinals.
You've got to hit the doubles, and if you do, well done, you deserve it. If you don't, you don't.
40.
But this, I mean, we saw signs of this yesterday from Chisnall. This okay, he got going eventually, but inconsistency, I think, dogged him throughout to some extent. And I think as long as that keeps on happening, Edhouse will have opportunities, even though things might appear to be slipping away. And there we see. He was well behind in this one, but he's turned it around.
Yeah, that changes the complexion of the leg, doesn't it? Still one of those finishes where you might only get 1 dart of double.
67.
There's only going to be 1 at best. Does get the 1. And he does get the double as well.
Ritchie Edhouse.
Nicely dug out there from Ritchie Edhouse.
Game on. 58.
Doesn't like it, but how much pressure will he be under Ritchie Edhouse here? It could be a lot.
125. Ritchie Edhouse, 90.
Not just Dave Chisnall suffering an unfortunate break. Bullseye it'll be.
65.
Well, that's twice he's missed a dart at the bullseye for a breaker throw. It happened in the first leg, and it's happened again there. Yeah, he knows.
Oh, great dart, Dave Chisnall. You're going to rescue another leg. He keeps on pinching legs, Dave Chisnall. That's the break back.
It's just become a part of an everyday thing now in football, hasn't it? And I did wonder if it would ever make the transition. Could be a vital tool, could be a very good tool.
81.
That was not a very good tool for Dave Chisnall, though. That final dart. That was Eric Claris again, who always gets a little ovation whenever the camera picks him out.
The great Eric Claris enjoying the Euro Tour in his own country. Dave Chisnall looking to hit the front again in this game.
60. Ritchie requiring 170.
Chizzy knows what the problem is today. I think he fully appreciates what's going on. Edhouse can't take the 170. Rice smile. And
134.
picks off 2 trebles for good measure anyway.
80.
To leave a shot at double 18, but Chizzy will have other ideas here.
Got to be so far away from that first start. Managed to get past it, but can he get past them both to double top? From over on the right. Dave Chisnall has won his first leg in this game where Ritchie Edhouse has not had a dart at double.
He has this capability of just stepping in and just picking up the loose change whenever it has fallen on the floor.
81.
Ricardo Pietrezco was not playing at a level to punish Dave Chisnall yesterday. Ritchie Edhouse is, he just isn't doing it. There's still time for Madhouse.
56.
That's not ideal though.
Yeah, again, like the previous leg, could have been so much better. Well, he's hit treble 7 twice there.
108.
And that will be welcome. Contagious, 101, treble 17 for the bullseye, not going to happen. So Chizzy will
84.
return looking at a, well, gettable, but still.
Debut requiring 124.
A 1-2-4 that will take some taking on the evidence of what we've seen so far.
It's exactly the sort of chance Ritchie Edhouse has been missing repeatedly in this game. But Dave Chisnall won't take it out
84.
to end the game.
Ritchie required 24. Game shot on the 10th leg. Ritchie Edhouse.
Well, I think on the balance of power and
leg, it's Dave to throw first.
given the sort of match we've had, I think an 11th and final leg is probably just about right.
He got in front at 3-2, Ritchie Edhouse. He was immediately pegged back after missing a dart for 4-2 and getting a bit of daylight, and he's not been able to get in front since. But again, he fights away to potentially create a chance.
If only that had come a little bit sooner, it might just have left him with a little bit too much to do. Chizzy, 70 points away. He's got 1 dart at the centre of the board.
60.
And it is not to be.
Ritchie requiring 97.
A match that has produced twists and turns pretty much from the word go may well be settled with another one. Ritchie Edhouse, double-double.
77.
Match start number 1 comes and goes for Ritchie Edhouse.
Here's our darts to win every single leg of this game bar 1, and he might be about to lose it. Dave Chisnall, the inaugural Belgian Darts Open champion, just needs to tidy up the 25. Double 8. Chisnall battles through. Ritchie Edhouse kept on creating chances and he just couldn't quite take enough of them.
When John Terry walked into James Wade, Wade didn't have a clue who John Terry was.
What a brilliant piece of approach play that was, by the way, for Boris Krcmar. 140 to leave, double 18. And this is okay for Boris. I think if he can just stay strong on throw and impose himself on throw, then obviously that will be okay. The finishing is beginning to leave a little bit to be desired.
And it was that double that was a little bit sketchy towards the end of the MVG game.
Yeah, 2 from 9 so far.
.58. Boris required 9.
Boris looking for a 9. And a 9 he gets.
Boris Krcmar
Takes the lead once again. It's not sparkling. It's 2 17 darters and a 14. He always said that Wade is at his most dangerous when he wants something with the proceeds. Used to be cars. Nowadays, other things. Stuff for his family. There's something they want It's up to Wade to go and get it.
Just about Boris, 19 for tops for a 4-3 lead, taking care of business on throw. 15 darter, more like it. Just when it looks as though Krcmar might have been starting to lose his way, I think that's a very important leg. Of course, he's won the leg, so it's important in that respect, but I think the manner in which he won it is, for his legions of fans across Eastern Europe.
It would be a second quarter-final on the European Tour as well. His first and only one. Dutch Darts Masters 2022. Now, if Wade starts to kick into gear with a few of those, he's actually got 3 to Boris's none in this match. But if they're more plentiful, he could find the kind of darts we've seen today from the world champion. He got a 40 dart blitz at the end of his game with Woodhouse. Wade is safe for now. He cannot believe that didn't register.
And even they feel Boris, OK, he's got a chance if James Wade misses this, but it is double 10, and it's almost as sure as night follows day. There you see it, double 10. But I don't think Boris will be pressing any panic buttons just yet, you know, because it's still on throw. He's got that advantage, if it can be deemed an advantage. But Boris, if he can do what he did earlier, which is just produce a big score from somewhere, from nowhere, he can catch James Wade by surprise.
Well, 74 was double 19, double 18, so what's 68 then?
Boris requires 68.
Well, I hope it's more orthodox. 16 for double 16 for a 5-4 lead.
52.
Door is open here for James Wade.
85.
The match started off with breaks of throw. They traded a break at the very outset. We've not had one since, but this would be devastating timing from James Wade. There's the treble 15. Can he find tops to go with it? Not with the first dart, but he can with the second. And that is typical James Wade in many respects. Just when Boris might have been harbouring hopes of just stealing the darts in this one. Might still do so.
140.
Still hasn't got a maximum. He might be saving it for the last leg, if we go that far.
Which we could do.
102.
I would venture, Boris, that this has to go. Simply no margin for error. Excellent first dart. That's the easy bit. Double 16. And he's come inside just like he did before. That was almost a carbon copy of the previous leg.
Is it a repeat of leg 6? Is it double 13 or the bull? It's the bull for the match.
56.
And a match start comes and goes for James Wade.
16.
Mark that one down. Will that be the first of a series of turning points that will favour the Croatian? Double 2 has to go.
14.
Dancing all over the board, but he can't find the right steps.
25.
And James Wade, having missed one match start at bullseye, should get 2 more at double 10. It's his MO, it's his old friend, the trusty, the reliable double 10 for James Wade, who comes through by 6 legs to 4 in a manner befitting of James Wade of all the years that he's been around. A major winner over the course of 3 decades, and maybe, just maybe, a European Tour champion once again after a lengthy stay away from the winner's circle. James Wade just about coming through. It's the end of the road for Boris Krcmar after all he's achieved this weekend, but Wade takes it. He advances to the last 8 by 6 legs to 4.
For him, it's a big change, but it's the same shape. That had to be a max. That second dart was magic. Just opened up the right side of the bed. All he had to do was hit the flight and it would just nestle in.
59. Krcmar 85.
Encouraging little spell, this from Duijvenbode. Looking to back up that 14 darter. 5 visit leg with a 4 visit leg.
53.
Pretty important day today for Dirk as well. when you consider that his participation in this tournament is just inside the Pro Tour 16 qualifiers as he goes for double 8. That will do very nicely. He wants to climb that ladder to make things a bit more comfortable. Winning games on Sundays will definitely help. So if you don't have to go to qualifiers, you will gain 2 weeks or so. I know they do qualifiers twice on one day, but think about travelling the previous day and adding those on. You will gain 2 weeks in a year to stay fresh and ready.
14. Not found. Jonny Clayton. 41. Missing a big number, doesn't even get a dart at the bullseye, which is kind of the minimum expectation from 81. He is going to get darts to break straight back in this game.
57.
This is only Jonny's second dart at a double in the match. It'll do. Well, he said that Jonny Clayton hits everything. He has so far on the outer.
I think Dirk has demonstrated on more than one occasion that his enthusiasm can cause himself some problems.
And I'm very aware that I am the kettle.
Yeah. Do as Nico says, not as Nico does. No need to go on the bullseye here. But he is doing.
I don't mind that, because if you do get 75, you've got the single to leave. So we can look at it one of two ways. They're both the same. It does somewhat flag towards what you want to leave prospectively, and they've both got tops. Dirk is in front again. Equally, his best leg of the match.
$58.
We're getting very close to have seen everything in this game now.
180.
Is there more?
76.
This is important now, isn't it? To change things, that visit from Jonny Clayton. Ooh, problem. Solution. Oh, he can't solve it.
Board flexibility from Dirk.
61.
But Clayton is looking to lead with a break. Tops. Oh my word! This guy could finish super chopsticks. This is astonishing. It's just like the 21 Masters when he went bananas against Wadey in the quarters. The curse states that if you win a green jacket, you don't win another one for a while, as in a European Tour event. It's happened to 2 people.
140.
Duijvenbode cannot stop Jonny Clayton having a look at the 74, and when he has hit literally every dart at double, another very nice setup shot. But he's relying on Jonny Clayton missing. He has not missed. 33 off, age 41. Match start, Jonny Clayton, and he has missed.
Dirk require 52.
One opening to keep this alive. Needs it. Gets it. Yet again, Dirk survives. Interesting. Does Clayton get under 100? Oh, it's a great last dart. Now, who gets a chance?
Over to the 18s. Does not get the treble. Jonny Clayton. A chance. Needs that treble. No, he went double for the ball! Jonny Clayton! Oh my word, he's done that before! Nobody else goes for that shot!
It nearly paid off.
Dirk require 8.
for the quarterfinals in Belgium again.
What a game. And it's not over yet, but it might be over for Duijvenbode in a moment.
In a game that has seen their strengths vividly. This is Jonny Clayton's biggest strength, usually.
Jonny Clayton gets over the line in a thriller to end the afternoon session. The big scoring of Dirk, the deadly finishing from Clayton, and yet he still had to survive match darts. The fortune he had last night, Duijvenbode, didn't quite carry into today to take him into the quarterfinals.